So yesterday we discussed form personalizations. So we can do it to two levels, form level and
Recording
function.
in progress.
Default one is the function level. And the limitation of the form personalization, it won't support all the triggers. It will support only 7 triggers. Out of that, frequently we are going to use the when valid trigger. But anyway, form personalization will support the when new form instance, when new black instance, when new record instance, when new item instance, when valid record, special and minor trigger. Only these many triggers it will support. So coming to action types, it will support four property, messages, built-in menu, and form personalizations will store in the two tables, FND form custom and FND form custom actions. These are the two underlying tables or base tables for the form personalizations. Whenever you make any changes, it will store in these two tables. And the navigation is we have to go to help, diagnostics, custom code to personalize. So with that navigations, we will go to personalization form and there we will write a piece of code. And once you save the changes, we have to compile. We have to go to tools and click on compile button to validate our code. Okay. So that I think you guys completed the color code also. So we are good with that. Okay. So we'll go to a new topic here. Right. So today we'll discuss okay, na, functional here. So first we'll discuss PO. Then tomorrow we'll go with the AP, account to payables. Then we'll try to complete the P2P, procure to payment. Today we are going to discuss only PO, procurement. Tomorrow we'll discuss account to payables, the how to make a payment to suppliers. Okay. So coming to POR with this software, this is already given by the Oracle procurement software. So we have to go to PO responsibility. Then you can access the total purchasing module or software. So by creating the requisitions, the request for quotations, then creating the PO and receive goods from the suppliers. So these many operations, these forms, this entire software already given by the Oracle. Tomorrow also we are going to discuss AP account payables, creating the suppliers and creating the invoices and make a payment to suppliers. That software also by default Oracle will give you. So just we are going to learn that and how to use the seeded software. That means whatever the forms given by the Oracle, we'll discuss it today and tomorrow. So forget about this, how the company will buy the goods from the supplier. But general, for as a person, I want to buy a laptop. So I'm a person here. I'm not working anywhere. Forget about company process. As a person, okay, I want to buy a laptop. So tell me your approach. For you, you want to buy one laptop. So what is your approach? As an independent person, what you will
Quotation.
do? Uh,
First, type in quotation.
how you will get the quotation?
Laptop specifications based on the
First, you have no. Forget about. Don't say buyer. Buyer is specific to company. As a person, then you have to go to shop. Okay, na? You have to go to multiple shops. Then visit the shops, and you have to explain your requirement, the configuration, something, and the shop people will give the quotation. The second option is uh, online. So you have to go to online, maybe the Flipkart or Amazon. So whatever the websites are there, okay, na? So there you have to compare the price for your configuration. So finally, end of the day, or maybe after some time, you will come to know you will get a multiple quotations. Okay, you will get a multiple quotations, maybe from the shop, maybe from the online, and you have to identify all the quotations and compare. So which is the best one? How you will decide the best quotation? Which attribute will decide to identify the best quotation?
same
Hmm.
specifications, but the price is decreased.
First priority
Best
normal.
price.
First normally priority will go to need by date. Need by date means our requirement date. When you want laptop. So if it is urgent requirement here, may you will spend some extra amount. So first priority will go to need by date. When you want that good physically. The second priority will go to, so I already told now, it's a price. Then the third priority will go to payment terms. Payment terms. That means how long it will take to make a payment. So person to company here, they won't give the credit. So the 0 days, nothing but immediate. So per person, as a person, if I go to shop or maybe in the online here, they won't give any credit. So immediately we have to make a payment. If it is a company to company, example, there is a Sonata software. The company want to buy the laptops from the Dell company. They will give the 90 days, 90 days credit limit, company to company. So for persons here, no one will give 90 days credit limit. So the third option is the payment terms. Then the fourth option is the terms and conditions. Terms and conditions means it's a warranty or guarantee. Yeah? So some companies will give the 2 years warranty. Some companies will give the 4 years warranty or guarantee, whatever it may be. So which is the best one? So these many options will decide to identify the best quotation as a person. So first we are giving the priority to the need by date. Then second priority will go to price. The third one is the payment terms. Then how long it will take. For persons here, we can ignore that. Always it should be the zero. Zero means immediate. On the same day, we have to make a payment. But company to company, it's maybe some companies will give the 30 days, some companies will give the 60 days, some companies will give the 90 days also. Depending upon their terms and conditions, they will make a payment to the suppliers. Then the terms and conditions means it's a guarantee or warranty. How many years? Whether it's a physical guarantee or only, okay, na, soft guarantee, whatever it may be, okay, na, that comes under the terms and conditions. So we have to check these many things to identify the best quotation. So once the best quotation is confirmed, then we'll go to that particular person or particular shop or particular online and we'll buy the goods. Then the process will be completed. So we will receive the laptop. The stock will up in your home or maybe your okay, na, room, whatever it may be. So what about second time? You want same laptop the second time, yeah, for maybe your friend or for one more person. What you will do? It's the first time you don't know the market. So you want to observe in the market. Maybe you want to analyze the market. You will go to physically to the multiple showrooms. You will visit multiple showrooms and you will go to online and search in the online, sir, multiple ways. And finally you decided the best quotation and you bought that laptop. What about second time, yeah? Again, you will go to shops and again you will go to online and analyze the market, or simply will go to that a previous vendor and you will buy the laptop. Which is the right
Previous
word?
one.
Previous
Previous
vendor.
one. That's
The
right.
previous one. So that's called as the auto create here. That process we're calling it as the auto create. Okay. The even companies also first time they don't know the market. They will go to that means physically they will send the persons called as the buyers. We will discuss later that the buyers will go to multiple showrooms and analyze the market and get the price details and quality also. Then end of the day they will come to office and they will identify the best quotation and the PO manager will give the approval. Once you get approval, next day they will buy the goods. So second time or third time onwards, sir, the buyers want to go to the showrooms. Simply, they will trust the suppliers. And second time or third time, okay, frequently, the company frequently is buying the goods or services. Then that go to the particular vendor. Those suppliers we are calling it as the approved suppliers. That means trustable. For our company, those suppliers were preparing one list. So suppose I want to buy the pen. This is the best supplier in the market. That supplier list we are going to maintain in the company. That's called as ASL, approved supplier list. That means the best suppliers in the market. So whatever the demand we have in our company, so instead of going to market, we'll go to that vendors and buy the goods. That suppliers we are calling it as the ASL, approved supplier list. Okay, now here we'll go to company. Okay. So company here, the employees who are working in the PO department, those employees were calling it as the buyers. Listen here, the word is called as the buyers. They're employees, the employees, but they're working in the procurement team. You're also employees. You're working in the software development. You're the developers. You're the technical guys. Those guys we can call it as the buyers. Only the buyers will have the responsibility or grant or access to create a pivot document. So as a developer, I do not have any rights. Maybe the functional people will not have any rights. DBA people won't create. Finance team won't create. Only the buyer team can have access to the pivot responsibility in real time. Forget about development instance. In the production, I'm saying. In the production, only the buyers in real time. Only buyers can have access to buy the goods to our company. Okay, so first, okay. Suppose as a developer, I want one laptop. So what? So suppose I'm going to join in the IT company here. So instead of me, on behalf of me, my manager will create the request, nothing but a request. Laptop for the particular employee. So the manager will create the requisitions and nothing but a request. So these are the two types, internal and purchase. Internal means, example, there is a Sonata office in Begumpet and High Tech City. So we need to move the goods from one branch to another branch. That's called the internal movement. Then the purchase means we have to go to market, get it from the supplier or vendor. That's called as the purchase requisitions. So first we have to create the request, nothing but a requisition, then get approval. Once get approval, then the buyers will create the request for quotation. That means we have to mention the item name, nothing but a product, then max price, how much price we can spend, then what is our need by date, when we want that. Then fill that details in the request for quotation document and send the document to multiple suppliers. I don't want to go to shops. So everything is online, yeah. So that's why we are using the ERP, Oracle applications. The buyers will create the request for quotation and send the document to the multiple suppliers through email. Okay. So once we send the RFQ to the suppliers will prepare the quotations in their software and send the quotations to our company. Nothing but the buyers. The buyers will receive the multiple quotations from the suppliers. So they will identify the best quotation. Then, okay, out of the best quotation, they convert it to PO document for only one supplier. For remaining, we can ignore that here. So finally, we are going to confirm one quotation. For that quotations, we are going to create a PO document. This is the final confirmation from our company. So nothing but a buyers. The buyers will take the decision. Buyers means our customers, our company. Okay, na? Nothing but a customer. So the buyers will confirm the PO document and send the PO document to the best supplier. Ignore the remaining suppliers here. Then the suppliers will deliver the goods to our company based on the need by date. So the receivers, that means who are working in the warehouse, nothing but a godown. So those guys will receive the dock. Dock means that quantity. That's a courier, whatever it may be. That's a shipment. Okay. So finally, once I receive the goods to my company stock will up. Suppose today I requested 10 laptops. So 10 laptops are available in my warehouse, yeah, my company. It's nothing but a receipt or acknowledgement. So whenever you create a receipt, automatically the stock, the on-hand quantity will up in your warehouse or your company. So this is called as the PO, yeah. So tomorrow we'll discuss how to make a payment against that to procurement. Like we'll discuss one more time, yeah. So first we have to create the requisition, nothing but a request, two types, internal and purchase. Internal means so moving the goods or services from one plant to another plant, or one branch to another branch, or one department to another department, internally within the company. The purchase means no, okay, na, extra stock in another branch. We have to go to market. That's called as the procurement, nothing but a purchase. So next, create requisitions and get approval internally. The PO manager will approve that. Then create the request for quotation, nothing but our demand. So what item I need to buy it. So what is the max price can I spend? Then what is the need by date of my requirement? Then the terms and conditions when I will make a payment within the 30 days or 60 days or 90 days. I will put up all my details and prepare the request for quotation document and send the document to multiple suppliers, nothing but a valid suppliers in the market. Suppose I want to buy the laptop, then valid suppliers are the Dell, IBM, HP, Amazon. Those are the valid suppliers. Then I will send the RFQ to the multiple suppliers. The suppliers will prepare the quotations in their software, in their company, and send the quotations to our company, nothing but our buyers, nothing but customers. Okay. The buyers will get all the quotations and identify and compare each document and will identify the best quotation. For that best quotations, they will convert it to PO document, changing to the PO document. Nothing but a final confirmation from our company, our buyers. Okay. Then send the PO document to the best supplier. The suppliers will send the goods to our company. Our receivers, warehouse people will receive the goods and put away. That means to place the goods in the particular sub inventory or locators in our warehouse. So finally, the stock will up in our plant. So this is called as the procurement here, PO. Okay. So any queries till now? Okay. So one thing here. So I identified the best quotation. Then for that, I created the PO and send the PO to best supplier. At that time, can I cancel my PO? Uh,
based on terms and conditions.
Based on the terms and
Conditions.
that
That is
means what?
agreement.
No, 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 not agreement. Example here, you booked one item in the Amazon. Just you booked. Can I cancel or not?
Yes, cancel.
Can
We
Before
can.
delivery.
Yeah, super. That's the right word. Yeah. Now you came to know. Before deliver, before pick. Suppose Amazon guys picked the product and packed and started the shipment, you can't. Okay, na? So okay, na? Once the shipment is started here, or maybe you receive the goods, can I cancel my PO? No. So what is the option? I want to. I don't want that product. What is the second option?
Or return.
Only the option is the return. Keep a very, very important interview question here. At what level we cannot cancel the PO? Once okay, na, delivery started from the supplier, we can't cancel it. But what is the workaround is there? What is the workaround? Instead of the cancel, hmm,
Return. We
return.
can return the
we
return.
can return the product to the supplier. Nothing but maybe Amazon or Flipkart, whatever it may be. So keep that in your mind here. It's generic business. Okay, I don't want to explain that. Okay. So, and one more thing here, only buyers will have access to the PO responsibility in real time. Only the buyers can access this many forms. This entire software access only by the buyers. If you open the form here, it will throw the error. It will say message, you are not a buyer. Contact admin. Okay, na? So how to get that access? I will explain that here. In real time, we are you guys joined in the IT company. So for you, the company people will create a only employee. Listen here carefully. You are the employee of the IT company. So they will create an employee for you. That employee will store in one of the Oracle table per underscore all underscore people underscore F. In this table, your full name, nothing but first name, middle name, last name, and your date of birth, your manager details, everything will store in the per underscore, all underscore, people underscore F. It's a HRMS table. One of the HRMS, like a finance model, supply chain management. HRMS is one of the model, yeah. So there the employee information will store for your information also. Your entire details will store in the per underscore, all underscore, people underscore F table. So particularly for buyers here who are working in the procurement team, for them, the IT company will create a employee and they will give one extra access that is called as the buyer setup. That's called as the buyer setup. Once the buyer setup is done here, the information will store in the people underscore agents underscore B. For you, developers, so okay, you won't see any record in this table because you are not a buyer. You are the only developer. Only for procurement employees, they have one more extra record in the PO underscore agents underscore V. That means they are a buyer. They can have access to the procurement software. They can create a PO. They can receive the goods. They can create a RFQ. They can compare the quotes also. That means identify the best quotation. And they can do anything only for the buyers only. So based on this here, you will come to know whether you are a normal employee or buyer. So, okay, na? So, but for you guys here, you do not have any buyer setup. Then, how I can practice PO? We'll discuss that here. Okay, na? In real time here. So, we have to assign one dummy buyer to your user. Listen here carefully. We are not a buyers. We are the developers. But I need to open the PO form for writing the code for customizing the forms or maybe reports. I need to check the data. I need to test my software. So in that case, I should open the PO form or maybe the requisition form or maybe the quotation form, or I need to open the receipt form, or I need to debug my code. In that case here, what we have to do as a developer, we have to assign one buyer, dummy buyer to your user. So whenever you assign a dummy buyer to your user, then you will become a buyer. Then you can access the PO responsibility. Okay, na? So that is a workaround here. But for real buyers, there is a proper setup. For you guys, there is a dummy buyer. We can add that a dummy buyer. and we can access the procurement software. So keep that word in your mind here. So whenever you get a laptop and whenever you want to access the PO responsibility, then for your user, already yeah, this for all people if you already there, yeah, no problem. For your user, we have to add one buyer, dummy buyer. Today I'm going to cover that here. How to add a dummy buyer and how to add a purchasing responsibility. So today we are going to add a two things. First, we have to add one extra responsibility, purchasing, vision operations USA, and also today we are going to add one dummy buyer to your user. So whenever I add the dummy buyer to my user, I will become a buyer. Then I can create a requisitions, PO, anything I can create. So we'll discuss that here. Okay, how to add a new responsibility, then how to add a dummy buyer to your F&D user. Then we'll access the these many forms. How to create a requisitions, RFQ, quotations, PO, and receipt. Just we are going to learn the software here. We are not a right person to create the transactions in real time. So with that, with these functional, later we can develop a reports, maybe we can develop a forms, we can develop a form personalizations, maybe the data migrations, all RSW components. But you are not a right person to create the transactions in the real time. Keep that word in your mind. We are not end user. Only the end users can create the transactions. We are the developers. Just for to learn, just we are going to discuss this one. Yeah, we are going to create some more dummy transactions. That's it, to know the tables, to know the columns, to know the validations. That's it. Yeah. Later we'll come to know. Okay. So today, yeah, first we'll add a new responsibility that's called as the purchasing, vision operations USA. Then we'll add one dummy buyer. Then we'll become a buyer. We'll start the creating the requisitions, request for quotations, then quotations, the PO receipt. Okay, first put heading here, PO. First put heading PO setup. PO setup. PO setup. Right. Log into Oracle applications. Log into Oracle applications. Log into Oracle applications. Log into Oracle applications. Next, go to sysadmin. Go to sysadmin. Log into Oracle applications. Go to sysadmin. Go to sysadmin. Security. Security. User. Security user define. Security user define. Log into Oracle applications. Go to sysadmin. Go to sysadmin. Security user define. Security user define. Okay. Next, click on torch symbol. Click on torchlight. Click on find symbol. Maybe whatever it may be. Click on find. Click on find or maybe touch. Enter username. Enter username. Click on find button. Click on find button. Click on find button. Okay. Okay. Next. Click on responsibility. Click on responsibility. I think we are getting the red color good here. Okay. Na? Click on responsibility. Next. Click on plus symbol. That means we are adding a new record. Click on plus symbol. That means new record. Click on plus symbol. Okay. Then click on list lamp. Click on list lamp. Right. Purchasing percentile, VAS percentile, operations percentile, US. If you know, you can give it here. Otherwise, better go with the percentile percentile. Purchasing vision operations, USA. But for you, it's a best practice as of now. Give the PUR percentile, VIS percentile, OP percentile, USA percentile. Click on find button. Click on find button. Click on find button. Okay. Click on find button. Okay. So this is the responsibility. Save. 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 Yeah. And one more thing we have to do, we need to add a buyer. So next, click on person, click on person. Ah, so right now here I'm giving the stock MS pad. Okay, na? So okay, na? So give here. She's a buyer here. Now we are going to log in with the MS pad. Okay, na? With that we are going to create a PO, right? A person stock little care. Okay, na? Please take care. Yeah, that's commas or maybe give the percentile best practice. She's a buyer stock comma ms dot space pad. So if you get confusion here, just only enter the stock. No, don't enter any value. Click on the tab, your keyboard tab. Then it will show the okay, na, total of buyers. Start with the stock. Then you can pick the first one. Stock MS PAT. You will get one message here. Already this buyer assigned to one more user. No problem. It's just a caution, not error. The type is a caution. Okay, it's a warning message. Nothing is there. Okay, sir. Okay, sir. Okay, now Ramo okay, na, is a buyer here. Okay, he can create a pivot documents. He can access the pivot responsibility. So by adding the stock MS part, if I'm not adding here, if I'm skip that, even you have access to listen here carefully. Suppose I do not have any person name, even you have access to the purchasing responsibility, you can't open. I will show that better. So right now, I do not have any person, only have access to the PO responsibility. But I do not have any rights here. Now I'm going to purchasing responsibility. I'm opening the purchase order. Then it will throw the error. Okay, na? Saying that you are not a buyer. Please contact the sysadmin. So to get access, well, okay, what we have to do? We have to give the responsibility as well as the buyer also. So now I'm going to give the stock MS part. So now I will become a buyer. I can have access to the PO responsibility. Now I'm going to the purchasing responsibility. Now I can able to open the purchase order. Which one? That's a mandatory. Yeah. So to open the only PO responsibility, that's it. Yeah. Okay. But in real time, you do not have any that value. So what we have to do in real time? In real time, you won't see the stock. This is the only for dummy software, only vision purpose. In real time, you do not have the real software. Okay, so you have the real software. You won't see the stock value. Then how do you get the dummy buyer in real time? In Babura machines, no, it's a dummy software like a vision. Vision means only for learning purpose. In real time, you do not have access to the vision. You have only real product. Then how do you get the buyer name in real time? I already told, na. Where the all the buyers will store? In which table all the buyers will store? PO underscore agents underscore V. So what we have to do as a developer in real time? Don't add the stock. Stock under micro real time la make. So once you have the access to the laptop and once you have access to the SQL developer here, you guys write one small statement, SQL statement. Go to this. Write a statement. Select a star from PO underscore agents underscore V. This table will hold all the buyers, active buyers. Okay. Pick any one of the buyer. Without waste time as your wish. Pick any one of the buyer. Then go to here in real time, not here, here. And can put in the person field and save. Then you will become a buyer. You can have access to the PO responsibility. Is that clear? So ఇది మీరే చేసుకోవాలి రియల్ టైంలో. సో మీరే ఈ టేబుల్లో సెర్చ్ చేసేసి ఏదో ఒక బయ్యను తీసేసుకోండి. నో ప్రాబ్లం యా. ఓకే, ఎనీ వన్ ఆఫ్ ద వాల్యూ. ఓకేనా, దోస్ ఆర్ ద యాక్టివ్ బయ్యర్స్. Then, okay, na? Yes, yeah, these tables are available wherever you go. So in Oracle application, these are the common tables, common architecture. It won't change. Okay. Right. So this is the only exception in real time here. Don't use the stock MS pattern real time. Instead of that, you guys open the SQL developer and execute this table and pick any one of the active buy, all of the active buyers. Pick any one of the buyer and put it in the person field. FND user screen lo person field పెట్టేసి సేవ్ చేసేసేయండి. Then you will become a buyer. You have access. So now we are put heading requisition. Put heading requisition. Put heading requisition. Go to purchasing comma vision operations USA. 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 Then requisitions again requisitions two times, sir. Go to requisitions, then the requisitions. Okay. So now you could see here, preparer name is the stock MS part. ఆమె పేరుతో మనం క్రియేట్ చేసుకుంటున్నాం, ప్రాక్టీస్ చేస్తున్నాం అంతే. ఇట్స్ నాట్ ఏ క్రియేటింగ్, జస్ట్ వీఆర్ ప్రాక్టీసింగ్ ఇన్ ఓకేనా టు నో ద టేబుల్స్, అంటే ఇది ఏ టేబుల్ స్టోర్ అవుతుంది, రిక్వెషన్ క్రియేట్ చేయడానికి మనకి ఏం కాలమ్స్ కావాలి. సో జస్ట్ వీఆర్ గోయింగ్ టు లర్న్ ద ప్రోడక్ట్, దట్స్ ఇట్. లేటర్ యాజ్ అ డెవలపర్ విల్ రైట్ సమ్ కోడ్, తర్వాత చూద్దాం నెక్స్ట్ ఏంటనేది మనకు. నెక్స్ట్ టైప్ పర్చేజ్ రిక్వేషన్, టైప్ పర్చేజ్ రిక్వేషన్, type purchase requisition. So you could see currency also dollar, it won't change. Right now we are in the US country. Okay. Click on lines tab, click on lines tab, click on lines tab. Number one, nothing but a line number one, type of goods, which one, whether you wanted goods or services or assets, you have to mention type of goods, type of goods. Then item. So as of now here, please take AS 54999. It's a laptop product. Later we'll discuss what is the meaning of the AS5. It's item code, item number, item AS 54999. Uppercase only. Don't take in lower case. Item AS 54999. It's one of the okay na laptop product. Yeah. So I want to buy 10 quantity, 10 laptops. Quantity 10. Quantity 10. Price put to $200. So better yaar అంత సపోర్ట్ చేస్తుందా లేదా, విల్ పుట్ $50 ఫర్ ఈచ్ ల్యాప్టాప్, ప్రైస్ 50, టోటల్ $500 అవుతుంది మనకు. ఈచ్ ల్యాప్టాప్ ప్రైస్ 50, ద టోటల్ వుడ్ బి ద $500, ప్రైస్ 50. Next, need by, when you want that goods. I'm giving the 25 or maybe 27. Need by 27 June 2025. Need by date. Okay. Click on distributions button. Click on distributions button. Click on distributions button. Just look into my screen here. Just I'm clicking on the charge account. As of now, blank value. Once you click on the charge account, Oracle will generate some code combinations. This is called as the flex field. Once you complete the functional, we'll discuss the key flex field. So what the use of this one? Yeah? Just keep in your mind this flex field. Maybe charge account is there. Later we'll discuss. Next, save. That's it. Yeah, save. Save. Okay. Close the distributions window. Close distributions window. Copy number. Copy number. In the bracket, requisition number. Copy number. Copy number. In the bracket, requisition number. Requisition number. This is my requisition number. Next. Right now the status is the incomplete. Okay. Click on approve button. Click on approve button. Click on approve button. Okay. Click on approve button. Okay. So we have self approval here. automatically it will get approved. Next, close requisition form. Close చేసేసాను close requisition form. There is a self-approval here. Automatically your requisition will get approved. So now we created requisitions for AS54999. It's one of the laptop product, 10 quantity. Each laptop is the $50. Now, yeah, second step. Okay, second. Put heading RFQ, request for quotation. Put heading RFQ in the bracket, request for quotation. Request for quotation.